When I think about big video game franchises, one that pops out at all times is the Grand Theft Auto one. Rockstar has created such an appealing game to all kinds of audiences because of their open world and incredible game design. And I think every single GTA game went on to revolutionize the gaming genre for the past 20 plus years, but we wouldn't be here if it weren't for the one back in 1997. Just a quick note, what if I told you that it almost got cancelled? Today, I'm gonna be talking about how Grand Theft Auto almost never happened. GTA was a development nightmare in its early stages, as said by one of the guys working on the game. Grand Theft Auto was a mess before it was ever a game. It never really felt like it was going anywhere. It was almost canned. Publisher BMG Interactive wanted to can it, as it didn't seem to be going anywhere. DMA Design, aka Rockstar North, as we know nowadays, began working on a project that initially was called Race and Chase. In it, players would be acting as cops and robbers in different levels, ranging from races to even police chases. I mean, very obvious from the title itself. The developers wanted the game to have this open world type map where they could move with ease. I'm talking no rendering time and a whole lot of fucking freedom. But as life goes, it was too good to be true. Their aspirations were over the top, as they wanted to make something that had never been done and raise the bar so high that they simply lacked one important thing when trying to do something like that: the bloody resources. The computers were pretty much turning into mashed potatoes whenever they were trying to work on a game, and they encountered a lot of technical problems, such as memory limitation, limited processing power, and one big one was testing, which was hardly being carried out because it would crash constantly. As said by one of the developers, there are probably two key things it fell down on, two critical things. One of them is stability, which is a real boring one, but it crashed all the fucking time. So even if you did get something in the game, you couldn't really test it. The game was later named Grand Theft Auto, but the game had terrible driving for a game in which you would drive cars for 50% of the time. But sometimes behind a black cloud, there's a bright sun. A happy accident led to a classic. While working on the game code, developers found a prominent bug. The AI of the cops changed their behaviors into goddamn lunatics, attempting to drive players off-road and crash into them at all times. One day, I think it was a bug. The police suddenly became mental and aggressive. It was because they were trying to drive through you. The route finding was screwed, I think. And that was an awesome moment, because suddenly the real drama was, oh my god, the police are psycho, they're trying to ram me off the road. Additionally to all these problems, DMA was facing financial difficulties at the time and struggled to fund the development of the game. The team worked long hours and faced multiple setbacks during the development process, which caused some people within the industry to doubt the game's potential success. But thankfully, the developers had a killer instinct and didn't let the game die on the road. The game was released in 1997 to mixed reviews because the game's idea was a little too wild for the people. Lord knows how Mortal Kombat was so fucking appropriate at the time, but this one wasn't. God damn. The game was a commercial success and became one of the most successful franchises of all time. Against all odds, the developers crafted a game that defied expectations and went on to revolutionize the gaming industry. And this is the story how Grand Theft Auto almost never happened. It's crazy to think how the biggest video game franchise in the world right now, the most successful one and popular one, in my opinion, it almost got cancelled due to so many problems that a lot of big video games face right now. And it just makes me wonder, what other video game franchises face this problem and how many of them got canned that we don't know of. Thank you for watching my video. I was sweet, and I'll see you next time.